this is the perfect size theater, I think, to do new work. I had a conversation once with Edward Albee, who said, I asked him, what is the perfect theater for a play? And he says it's about 250 to 350 seats, and it's one that doesn't have a huge nut to meet on a weekly basis, a monthly basis, a yearly basis. And what he literally was saying is that some of these big theaters have become such behemoths that they really almost can't afford to do new work. They have to do, popular work, and every now and then they can kind of squeeze in a new play. And it seems to me that a theater like Cygnet is in a perfect situation in terms of its size and its audience to be developing new work. And I think I'm very excited about the play being done here. It's the first plays I ever had done were at the Manhattan Theater Club in New York City, and this was back in the early 80s, mid 80s. And at that time, Manhattan Theater Club is probably the big regional theater in New York City. But at that time, it was exactly like this. It was about a 250-seat theater on East 73rd Street, and it was totally committed to the production of new plays. And it was the most exciting place to be. Nobody made any money, not even a penny. Nobody could really survive on the work they were doing, but it was truly, nobody wanted to be doing anything else. And so it's sort of a return to that in a lot of ways. So I think it's a perfect play to begin, I think it's a perfect theater to begin a play like this at. And I think it will appeal to the audience here.
What's the silliest play you've ever written?
Silliest? I actually can answer that. For whatever reason, I think the second full-length play I attempted to write was, my brother and I and my family, we used to spend summers in Maine. And my brother and I especially, we had some friends who were outright maniacs with, that Maine accent and, here, there. And we somehow or another, that accent got stuck in our heads. And I don't know what I was thinking, but I decided I wanted to write a play that was set in Maine, and I called the play Down East. And it was a whole family of these maniacs and going around talking in Maine accents. And it was, when it was all said and done, I thought, what have I wrought? This is just ridiculous. But it was a lot of fun. My brother and I laughed about it a lot. So that's the dumbest, stupidest play I've ever done.
How is that play different than The Tragedy of the Commons?
It was, I can't even begin to say. It was, the characters were not real. The story was very schmaltzy and sentimental. But I thought it was, both my brother and I thought it was hysterically funny. And we couldn't understand why nobody else did. I don't know if this is a word, but I've always thought that I wrote dramedies, meaning I think I write serious plays, but I'm also of the feeling that people deal with serious things by, sometimes they just have to laugh about it. And, sometimes it's excruciating, but they still have to find a way to get through it. And I think, I would like to think that my plays are a good combination of drama, mixed with some comedy. I mean, I hope even in Tragedy of the Commons there's going to be moments where people are going to laugh out loud. I think they are.
If they don't, we can put a Maine accent.
Exactly, yes. Yeah. It's an interesting thing to be doing plays. I mean, it's like, you guys know this, but it's that fine line between, you want to bring audiences, but I'm teaching a playwriting class, and I've done it a lot, and I keep saying, what is it about the theater that we can make that is different from what we're seeing on television and film? And I think that is what that's about, is creating, it's about creating something that is unique unto itself. I mean, that's one of the things I'm sort of excited about in terms of, what you guys have created in terms of the set and the sound design and the light, and it's going to be a real theatrical experience, I think. And I think that's what we sort of need. We need people coming in saying, wow, I've never seen anything like this before. So.